Warm greetings to everyone. Today's topic is Bible and health. Does the Bible hold important keys for overcoming this global challenge of infectious disease, especially new outbreaks of this COVID-19? A highly pandemic situation is going on now. Does the Bible held important keys for overcoming this kind of challenges? My answer is yes. History provides a striking contrast in the example of a nation that was given a very different approach for dealing with health and disease. The example is that of the Hebrews and the ancient nation of Israel, described primarily in the writings of Moses. Though related, additional principles can also be found throughout the Bible. In contrast to their neighbors and other relations, other civilizations in the ancient world, the inspired Bible writings of the Hebrews do not record extensive lists of drugs and substances, nor do they provide details of surgical procedures for treating diseases. Instead, the Bible provides us with fundamental principles, and modern medical scientists have come to realize can play powerful roles in promoting health and preventing diseases. That means, so before treating the disease, we must find the root cause of the disease. So that is the very powerful technique behind this. What may be the root cause? The root cause may be the microbial spreads. How the spreads will be? The Bible's laws and instructions about health pose an interesting dilemma of anyone who believes in following Bible teachings. The Bible clearly states that one must follow dietary laws, sanitary laws, and moral laws in order to escape from all these kind of microbial infection, that is infectious, contagious diseases, which kills millions and thousands of people in each and every part of the world. Not only in this pandemic, I must say, each and everyone should obey this health laws which is given by our God. One statistics, it provides this information. In the early 1900s, infectious diseases were the leading cause of sufferings and deaths in maximum European American countries. Their improved sanitation along with other medical developments significantly reduced these plagues on those continents. Outside the developed world, however, we'll see all these kind of staggering and sobering picture as infectious diseases that is abetted by poverty, ravage astonishing numbers of people. So this, for example, malaria, diarrhea, tuberculosis, and respiratory diseases kill more than 10 million people in less developed nations every year, with children disproportionately affected. So the number of people who live with and suffer from these diseases is mind-boggling on those days. So now the situation is happening, so the people could get awareness about all these things. So what Bible teaches about how can you eliminate disease and consequences? So after disease, the consequences are poverty, without money. How do you overcome this kind of ignorance? How do you motivate people to think and act differently? So these are generally not areas of expertise for medical doctors, health planners, government ministers, or economists. Yet finding answers in these areas is essential to lifting the burden of disease. Yes, but the teachable principles from the Bible, it reveals positive impact on human health we would see if everyone obeyed God's commands. So what are the commands? Dietary laws, sanitary laws, and moral laws. Dietary law. God revealed profound principles that would protect the environment provide a safe, healthful food, and reduce the risk of disease for individuals and societies who would follow these instructions. In fact, in the case of flu viruses and pandemics such as this COVID-19 that originate in unclean animals only, we see that obeying or disobeying God's health laws in one part of the globe can affect the entire world. Not only for this COVID-19 infectious contagious diseases, however, many of these diseases and chronic conditions could be avoided by simply following biblical guidelines. Actually, numerous studies have shown that regularly consuming sugar laden soft drinks and energy drinks and sugary foods like breakfast cereals, cookies, candy, cakes, and similar processed foods can lead to serious health problems. Actually, the more readily available these added sugars are in our diets, the greater the risk of weight gain, obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and other chronic conditions. In the book of Proverbs, it is given the conception of sugars like that. We find the principle of moderation. Once again, have you find honey? Eat only as much as you need, lest you be filled with it and vomit. It is given in Proverbs chapter 25, verse 16. And then in the same chapter, verse 27, it is said, it is not good to eat much honey. So long before society realized that the excessive consumption of sugar was harmful to our health, the Bible counseled moderation and self-control, two vital qualities recommended in other scriptures as well. So in Corinthians 9, chapter 9, 25 also, and Galatians chapter 5, 23. So in these two areas, actually Bible counsel this two vital qualities. One is moderation and the another one is self-control. And the next one is, first one is sugar and the starch. Starch affect the body in a manner similar to sugar, and many studies have pointed to the dangers of a diet filled with refined starches, simply carbohydrates, as are found in many brands of bread found in grocery store, and in dangers including heart disease, diabetes, and various cancers. In contrast, food and breads that contain complex carbohydrates, less refined and using the whole grain, including its fibrous components, have been shown to reduce the risks of the same disease. In Ezekiel 4:9 it is given, that means God gave Ezekiel a recipe for a multigrain bread that was made with wheat, barley beans, lentils and millet, spelt, etc., and not a new and improved bread made with bleached and refined white flour. So these biblical principles about sugars, starches and sweets serves as guidelines to anyone interested in promoting health and preventing diseases. And studies make it clear that we disobey them at our peril. It is clearly given in Leviticus chapter 11 and chapter 13 what to eat and what do not eat. Clean animals, unclean animals, that is from birds to bugs, it is given. Actually the skinny on fat, just like that, it is given. Danger on the half shell. And then shall we eat blood of the animal? So just like that it is given. And then let us not eat worms. Everything it is given. So in Leviticus chapter 13 it is given, in Leviticus chapter 11 and Deuteronomy 14. These are the primary passages in the Bible that describe the dietary laws. These passages, that is Leviticus 11 and Deuteronomy 14. These chapter provides very specific information summarized in simple, easy to understand principles that could be applied long before the microscope was invented. That is the Very great thing. It is proving our God is with us. So He is our maker, He is our creator. He has created the manual for us to handle everything. Okay, so this is like a manual. And long before germ theory was proposed, okay, today the discoveries of modern science are revealing just now important and practical these laws really are. So it is revealing that just to stay on the grass, that is very important. From the standpoint of wise environmental management, these guidelines make a lot of sense. Our biblical scholars and the elders will explain these dietary laws in detail in the upcoming videos. Thank you.